We bought a house!
Wow, I actually can't believe we're sat here making this video.
We are in our new house. And guys, it's not how we imagined it to be at all.
It's crazy.
We bought a house and it's in Sweden.
Lapland. Lapland of all places.
This is
with
where Santa lives.
Santa lives here.
And we've seen all his reindeers already.
Many.
I'm sure you guys have many questions. Probably like, what do you mean you're in Sweden?
Why are you in Sweden?
What about university? Yeah. What about law? What about medicine?
What about your friends?
What about your family?
Can you just buy a house in Sweden? Yes.
There's so many questions that we are going to answer, but we thought we would let you know that yes, we bought a house, mortgage-free, rent-free, and it's in Sweden. Luckily, we decided even before Sweden that we would be taking some time out of university. Right, so I'm just about to go on a phone call and ask my university if I can take a year out to pursue this business. Sorry, Mum. I'm even more sorry because you're next door as I'm doing this. In case you forget, you've just, or nearly just finished this gratitude journal, and it's always about being grateful. So what you're doing right now is you're thinking in your head, thank you for this amazing phone call or Zoom call, because whatever happens, it's going to be the right thing. The universe loves you, God loves you. This is just another person behind that screen, and we are all humans and we just want the best thing. So we're thanking God for this opportunity. Look how great our husband is.
Oh, because this is to yourself.
This is to future Nay.
Hello, future me. You're gonna do great, don't worry.
Love you.
You sure you don't need to pee?
Yeah.
Okay.
This may be the stupidest thing I am ever doing, but then I think about it, why is it stupid? I mean, it's 1 year, that's all I'm asking for, 1 year. I'm gonna have this career for the rest of my life. What's 1 year to pursue something different? I think I've just spent the last couple of years listening to motivational stuff like, you can do it, do what scares you, feel the fear and do it anyway, what will you regret? And so I'm thinking, worst case scenario, they can say, that's it, you have been kicked out of medical school because you're not committed to it. That would be awful. Or they could say you can't do it, which would be less awful. Or they could say you could do it, which would probably be very scary. So yeah, I'm feeling nervous. Just telling my future self how I feel. Just in case you want to see this moment again. Jack's come with
do great, don't worry.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Right, I better go into my waiting room. Sorry, I'm just unable to hear anything. Let me try put my headphones in. Hello. Hi.
I think we've got you. Hello.
So sorry, I didn't have my mic on.
Oh, don't worry. This Naomi, I can see you now. That's great. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
You've just done your integrated BSc in global health, is that right?
Yes, I'm currently doing it. I actually have a few more assignments to complete.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good. Has it been good?
Oh, it's been amazing. I've really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. Now, Naomi, you want to take a year out, is that right?
Yes, it is.
Keep going.
Sorry. So in the last year, I've been working on an online business called Beauty Noir, and I've really enjoyed doing both the intercalated BSc, which is less intense than the medical degree. And I wanted to take some time out because I know I really want to do well in medicine, and next year is going to be really intense, but I also have found something that I think could really potentially become something good. And so I wanted to take a year out to see if I could pursue Beauty Noir and see where it goes.
Sure. What is it again? I just didn't quite catch what you said. What is the business? Take me through it again.
It's an online website. It helps people to find, book and review beauty services, and in particularly looks at creating entrepreneurs who are usually only using social media, but giving them like legitimate streams of becoming entrepreneurs and finding ways to find, book and review them, basically.
Okay. Okey-doke. And are you doing this on your own, or are you doing it with other people?
So in the last year, I've just been working on it with my husband, and it's just us at the moment. Oh. Hello?
I think we've lost you.
Look, I think that's fine. If you want to take a year out to do that, I think that's absolutely fine. Has everything been okay at medical school so far? Have you had to repeat anything, or has it all been straightforward?
Everything has been straightforward. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Okay.
So yeah, I actually don't want to do too much at once. I really want to make sure I do medical school and do it really well, and I just don't want the distraction of having to try and do this business and also try and compete that with my time for medical school. Thank you also for arranging this meeting.
No problem.
So yeah, sure, take a year off. Now next year, and what date is it, Felicia? In August, isn't it? August the 23rd or something?
And then hopefully by then everything will be settled and you can start fresh.
Yes, hopefully.
Uncertainty, yeah.
I have to say now, it's quite a good time to out.
Yeah.
With all this stuff going on, because everything will be back to normal by then.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. No. I think you're all good to go.
Awesome. So should I just go through the online course and do the ticky bits?
The student records bit, and then you'll get an email from Registry Services, and then
So look, all the best, and
Thank you.
you do the thing online, and then we'll just approve it and take a year off, and we'll see you next year to start year 4. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
all right.
Hope it goes well, Naomi.
Thank you.
Okay.
Stay safe as
Bye-bye.
well. Bye.
You too.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.
Well done, baby.
That was a poor explanation of BN. Oh.
Did great.
Oh.
Did great, don't worry. I told you not to say very much, and then she was like, oh, carry on. So that was my bad, sorry. I told you not to say too much.
We're good. We're Gucci.
I'm not even on the camera. Hi,
My
me.
mum is going to flip out.
When are you going to tell?
I'm not.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Oh my god.
What a baby.
Okay.
That's right, we decided we had the perfect opportunity right now to put our time and energy into our business. As you guys will know, we've been working on our business Beauty Noir for the last year, but it's been in amongst everything else going on in our lives, and we really believe in the idea and believe that it's going to make a difference. We haven't had the time or resources to invest in it to really take it off the ground.
I feel like it was a really easy decision for me to take this year out.
I initially was a little bit more sceptical about it, but now I'm certain it's the right thing. Now at a point where basically I'm 6 months away from, another 6 months away from finally starting my job as a lawyer, getting paid really good money, more money than either of my parents have ever earned. And it seems to go from like me having 0 to having a lot. Like, gives us, on one hand it gives us freedom and options to move out of this place, to start being independent, to start being an independent adult at 27. An independent married man. At the moment I'm married and reliant on other people, other things, living in this one room, I don't know. So there's that, and then the knowledge that then, in another 2 years I'd finally, I'd be earning basically 100k, and it would seem like I was finally back on track with where one should be by the time, or where I, at least it seems earning 100k being married at 29 seems like, you're finally doing alright. But right now, 26, having no money, having student debts, having no prospects unless I become a lawyer. Well, my worth is the fact that at the moment that I can go on to be a lawyer. But without that, then I've got nothing. I'm nothing. I've got no assets. Got no, I'm married to you, which is great. But also, we could not be married. And anyway, I don't know. I've always felt that there's more to life. I've always thought that I was destined to do something pretty great or pretty important. I always thought I was going to be a millionaire. I just took it for granted when I was younger. I was 5. I just thought I'm going to be a millionaire. It wasn't even a question. Didn't know how or why. So yeah, I guess I'm scared. I guess I'm living a lot out of fear, because it's well, if I don't go along with this law thing now, what have I been doing? I've been doing it all for. Have I just been wasting the last 4 years? If what I was going to do was become an entrepreneur, why didn't I just do that? Why didn't I just do that 5 years ago, 7 years ago? And already be a millionaire with a bunch of companies. Why is it that now, married at 26, nearly 27, is when I decide to, I say risk everything. It's not risking everything because I haven't got much to risk, but it's just delaying having something to risk even longer. It's living this life of I don't know, not struggling to make it, but not having made it. How long do I want to be not having made it for? Do you know what I mean? It's at least if I did the law thing, then I know that if I did that, then in 6 months I would have made it. At least I would have money, we could move something, we could do something. I'd be already living, a better life than I ever had. And I think, well, yeah, I would like to run my own company. I would like to run my own business. I'd like to have the freedom to be okay, yeah, fly around the world, work flexibly, make an impact, do something, not be the same as everyone else, but be different and use the rules of the world to my advantage rather than being suffocated by them. Yeah, I like that, but then it's well, have I not been trying to do that? I don't know, how long am I going to try to do that for, and then keep failing and having nothing? At some point you got to just have something. And I feel since turning 17, 18, didn't really know what I was going to do, and it feels like the last 10 years I've been doing that, bumbling along, getting by, waiting to start my life, waiting to actually start, having money and doing things and building a life and all this kind of stuff. It's a bit scary, the fact that I feel like I've invested this time and energy and money and everything to get to this point now to nearly become a lawyer, and then I'm going to be oh no, nah. Which is scary because it might not work. But then also, it might work. I might finally have a successful business and have some freedom and be able to have exceptional life, or this different life that I always thought I would have. But then how long is that going to take from now? From this reality that we're at, living in this bedroom with your family. Feeling not able to provide for us. We all we can't provide for ourselves, whether it's me providing or you or both of us, but we can't provide for ourselves. It's well, but then also now is if there ever was going to be a good time to take a risk and try and make the business work, it seems to make perfect sense. I can take I should be able to take 6 months out of my training with the guarantee of a job to come back to in 6 months, and you can take a year out with the guarantee to just continue your course in a year. We have no financial baggage, we don't owe anything. We don't have any money, but we don't owe anything. So yeah, and we can live here rent free. So it seems like the best time to take that risk, to do it now. You know, there's no losses there. The only real loss is that if I try it for 6 months, it doesn't work, then it's taken, and I go back to doing the law thing, it's taken 6 months longer to get to be a lawyer and earn some money. I guess I'm scared of failing, scared of being 30 and still having nothing, no prospects, nowhere to live. I guess I'm scared of, I guess I don't want to find myself in a similar position as I was when I was at Vodafone. So like I was at uni, and then I quit uni to try and become a pilot, and then took this job part-time in the meantime. That didn't work out, and then I found myself working full-time in London, just living to pay the bills, living for someone else in a job that was pretty unremarkable, not earning very much money and with a lot of debt. Doing what? For what reason? And I guess I don't want to find myself in a situation where I had to take another average job to live like a average life to scrape by to, I don't know. Anyway, when I was in the shower, it just became very clear that the obvious thing that we have to do is to take the 6 months out. And that's a very exciting thought, to think, okay, give ourselves 6 months, in your case a year, to make this thing work. And then on the other hand, there's the fear that it's like selling on Amazon with the phone cases, or I don't know, even you could say YouTube or the lip balms or anything. It's one of those things where you try it looks promising, put some effort, energy into it, tell some people, doesn't really make a huge impact, ends up, packing it in, and then you're back at square one. There's only so many times I can go back to square one. I don't feel like I can do it again at 27. But yeah, I'm excited to... I genuinely this is all sounding very negative, it's just me just talking, but it did just hit me in the shower. I was like, yeah, we've just got to do it, we've just got to take these 6 months and make it work. And then, there's logistical problems to solve from my negative, how mindset, rather than just getting it done. It's we'll still need money to live off, because neither of us will have a bursary from my firm or from the NHS. So even though we're living in this room rent-free, we'll still need money for things, so we'll still have to work at least a little bit. Yeah, anyway, those are some of the things that go through my mind.
Other than university, how did we get to Sweden? As you can imagine, the last few weeks had devastated us, and we were very ready to move out in June.
Our minds were already out of the door, so we just had to find the reality that made that happen, basically.
And we exhausted all options. We were looking at
We were looking at the cheapest houses in the UK, we were looking at moving to Wales, we were looking at buying a little cabin, like a holiday cabin on a holiday park somewhere.
Yes, and then one day Jack was on eBay and saw that there was this little cottage cabin in Lapland.
Who knew there was houses on eBay? Didn't know if it was a scam or what it was, but it was cheap and it was cute and it was all snowy, and I was like, oh, how about this?
I think it was about £25,000, and we dilly-dallied, we put in an offer because we weren't sure that it was actually legit. Anyway, It turns out it was legit.
And he sold it to someone else
who was serious about buying a house in Lapland. But what that did do for us is it made us realise that there were many, many properties in Sweden.
And I'm glad we didn't get it, because we would have overpaid, for sure.
So what we did is we packed our bags, we booked a place for a month, and it was just a really tiny cabin, and we decided that we would buy a house when we got here.
Yep. So we could get here and view some houses, get to see the area, and deal with it in person, because the property market moves quick, which we'll tell you in another video. And
we decided even if we didn't find the house of our dreams, at least we would have a really lovely month-long holiday.
Oh god. This is a full car. Just really hoping that the car's gonna do okay. It's very full. Do well.
I feel very at peace, but I feel I feel teary to leave my home. It's crazy because I didn't even like go off to uni and like leave home. Other than that year. So this is a lot, you know. You're not just leaving, you're leaving and going to a different country.
Driving. Driving to a different country in a pandemic.
In the pandemic. Oh Lord. We don't do things in halves, do we, Jack? How are you feeling about us going to live just the two of us? And it really will be just the two of us, Jack, because we won't know anyone there.
I'm excited. It's what we've been waiting for. It's a bit weird after, you know, so long living with your parents and living with other people. Especially the fact that we're moving to a country that we don't obviously know that much about. So, yeah, but I'm excited for us to finally have some time for the two of us, for sure. But it will be sad leaving everyone.
Yeah. I know, I'm really gonna miss, like, my mum. She drove me absolutely balmy. But I'm gonna miss it because it was just so funny at times.
Wouldn't let your family at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I'll miss them too, you know. I'll miss their generosity and kindness and...
My sister's cooking. Oh, I'm gonna miss my sister so much. And my brother. I think I got really teary-eyed when my brother said he's really enjoyed our company because I just know he has.
Yeah.
He has to come down to Sweden, doesn't he? We even exhausted the idea of renting a house, and what we realised was renting in London would be the same price as buying a property.
Or more expensive. Yeah.
Or more expensive than buying a property in Sweden.
Yeah.
So
we basically bought a disposable house.
It's not a disposable house.
No, I'm joking. It's a real house. It's a real house which we'll keep for a long time. But it could be disposable. It's the equivalent of renting. It's my point.
That's very true.
Yeah.
So the money we could have spent on renting, we have spent on a house, which we love. I'm so excited to show you around, guys. We've got land, we got forests, we got rooms. We got rooms.
More than
with
one.
an S. We're in a living room.
That's stairs.
Oh, anyway. So much to tell you about. We're really happy. In terms of manifestation, it was not how we envisaged it happening at all. God is not a liar. You know, I wanted a mortgage-free, rent-free property. Here I am in my mortgage-free, rent-free property. So many things and pieces had to happen for this to happen in the way it's happened. I could not have sat and imagined myself a year ago thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy a house in Sweden and that's what's gonna happen.
Or 2 months ago.
Or a month ago. It's happened so quickly, but yeah, we're here. We're happy, we're flourishing, and we hope you are too. And we will tell you all about the housing process, all the houses we saw, and we hope you enjoy all the future house related content. We don't have internet at the moment in our new house, hence the uploads have been sketchy, but now you guys know. We hope you understand.
It should be coming in next week, so hopefully more consistent stuff coming soon.
I have never in my life had a car break down on me, let alone in another country, when I know we have another 15-hour journey to go.
So sometimes you have to think outside the box to make your dreams become a reality, but there are so many options in this world, there are so many ways of doing things, and really I think you can achieve pretty much anything that you want if you're open to the way that you do that. You can fight for your limitations and come up with all sorts of reasons or excuses why you can't do something. I can't afford to buy a house, I can't afford to do this. But if you really want to do something, then there might be a way to do it. It's just whether or not you want to trade off those sacrifices that you have to make in order to make it happen. We sacrificed being in the UK to come to Sweden and buy a house. That might not be a sacrifice you're willing to make, but it's an option.
Love that. I love you.
I love you too.
Right, we hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a like. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification bell for more house content. Can I get a whoop whoop? Until next time, bye.
Bye.
Hello, how are you? Welcome to our house, our mortgage-free, rent-free house. 'Cause God does not lie. God does not lie. Papa. God does not lie. God does not lie. And I'm not crazy. I thought I'd have a mortgage-free, rent-free house. And I got my mortgage-free, rent-free house. Woo! Rent-free, mortgage-free home. See, I told you my reaction would have been better than Mrs. Can you send me an email confirmation, please?